Chapter 2 Summary of Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna saw tears coming out of Arjuna's eyes. Lord Krishna said, "O Arjun, why are you creating the illusion of crisis? O Arjun, don't cry." Arjun said, "Oh my God, how can I kill my Guru Drona and Bhishma, whom I respect most? It is better to beg in poverty than to kill these great people. I don't know where to go. Oh my God, please guide me. Even after killing them and winning kingdom, I would be in pain. I will not fight." Lord Krishna said the following words to Arjun. The learned person should never mourn for death. It has never been any period before where I, you, and all these people were not present before, and even in future, all will remain in existence. Lord Krishna said, as our physical body changes, as we grow, in the same way one's body transforms into another form and gets a newer birth. It is a continuous process. Happiness and sadness is caused by senses of human body. Please try to understand. O Arjun, those who consider happiness and sorrow as the same thing and treat them with equality are the person who deserves freedom. The truth cannot be destroyed, nor could it be brought to an end. Nobody can destroy the soul present inside human body. The soul present in the body of human being is infinite and cannot die. It's only the material body that can be vanished or destroyed. If any person thinks that the soul present in the human being could be killed, then that person is highly mistaken. He is living in ignorance, because the soul present in human body cannot be killed. The soul never gives birth and never dies at any time, nor does it come into being again when the body is created. The soul is birthless, eternal, imperishable, and timeless, and is never destroyed when the body is destroyed. Krishna said, O Arjuna, now I told you that soul present in a human being could not be destroyed. A learned person knows about it. As a man gives off old garments and wear a new garment, same way the soul gives off old body and wears a new one. Weapons cannot harm the soul, fire cannot burn the soul, water cannot wet, and air cannot dry up the soul. O Arjun, soul cannot die. Why are you sad? Soul never takes birth nor dies. It is permanent when the person's body dies. It transforms into another body of a new child. Thus you should not lament due to the death of any. After death there is a new birth, and after new birth there is a death, and after birth there is a birth again. Soul present in human body is immortal and cannot die, and therefore you should not lament for any being. For justice of rightness there should be battle, because no other option is left now. The cruelty of bad leader was growing, and ordinary people were suffering a lot. God warriors in this side were silent. Lord Krishna said, O Arjuna, only lucky people get such a great chance to save the society and achieve justice for the people. O Arjun, we have tried every possible way of peace. Now, if you cannot stop this bad leader, it would be considered as a sinful. If you fight, people will talk that you are coward. It is better to die than to live with negative impressions in the mind of people. All our opponents will tell that you have quit the battle because of fear. Many of the bad people present in our opponents will defame you. Even if you die in war, you will achieve heaven because you tried your best to save the society and enjoy there. If you win, you will enjoy a kingdom in earth with name and fame. Lord Krishna said to Arjuna, your mood should be similar during happiness and sadness, profit and loss, victory and defeat. Therefore, work hard in the direction of truth. In this way, you will never incur shame in your life, and your life would be filled with great deeds. Lord Krishna said, O Arjun, I have explained to you the science of spiritual intelligence of soul. Now I would like to explain you the science of actions. There is no loss in efforts and action you take in following science of action. O Arjun, spiritual intelligence is exclusive and material desires are unlimited and has got many branches. Man with limited understanding is always attracted towards personal material pleasures of the world. The personal material pleasure only provides pleasure to senses of human body. These pleasures are temporary and do not provide peace of mind. Such kind of man does not attain spiritual intelligence. Be a man with full of understanding, and I am explaining you all. A man who is constantly upgrading his knowledge is called learned and can serve the society well as compared to dumb man. Your action and hard work will definitely bring the results one day. Perform your activities and become equipoised in both success and failure. Consider success and failure as the same thing. Perform your activities without expecting the personal material gains. Those who works for personal material gain becomes unhappy at the end. Try to perform the actions without fruited selfish personal desire. It is the best way to work in life. The biggest benefit of working with our fruitive personal gains is that a man gets liberated from the bondage of birth and death. He achieves permanent freedom. When your spiritual intelligence overcomes the material desire of yours, then you will understand the whole theory. When your mind is freed from materialistic desire of the world, then you will achieve spiritual intelligence. Arjun said, O Krishna, what are the sins of the personality of those who have achieved perfect knowledge? Lord Krishna said, those who have given up selfish material desire get peace of mind and finds inner soul. That person is one who is properly situated in perfect knowledge. Lord Krishna said, one whose mind is undistributed by the stress or sadness, fear or anger are considered as persons with perfect knowledge. Lord Krishna said, one who completely becomes free from sense satisfaction is considered as a person with perfect knowledge. Senses satisfaction is so dangerous that they can destroy a good person in order to satisfy them. Those who have brought the senses under control are considered as a person with perfect knowledge. While constantly observing on the object to satisfy senses of a person develops attachment to the object from the desire to achieve that object. When desire is not fulfilled instantly, then anger is generated, and that anger is so dangerous that it destroys the persons and society. The self-controlled man does not get trapped into the sense of satisfaction. He is considered as the master of own. When a person achieves self-control, then all sadness is vanished from life and becomes a happy-minded person. A person with uncontrolled mind does not get peace of mind. Lord Krishna explained, as wind controls ship without captain. Same senses control the mind of uncontrolled men. Those who are completely free from sense satisfaction are considered as a man with perfect knowledge. Lord Krishna said, a man with perfect knowledge do not follow donkey tent. He is very unique and he achieves goal and peace of mind.